Hey, what's up, guys? I just wanted to say hi because it's been a while since I've posted, and definitely been a while since I posted in this group. And wanted to say thanks for all the support and for you following me along this journey. And I just wanted to give you an update of where I'm at learning Chinese. I've spent a lot of time recently doing listen and repeat. So I'm listening to it's the Pimsleur books or audiobooks where they say a phrase and then you repeat the phrase. And these are like 4 or 5 or 6 hour long books, right? And but I find those very helpful. And something that I love about those is I can just turn them on whenever and listen to them when I'm driving or when I'm, in the car or when I'm going to sleep or first thing in the morning, whatever it is. I can listen and repeat. And I also like that I'm learning like full phrases in those. So instead of learning like one vocabulary word or learning some grammar rule or something like that, I'm learning phrases that are actually used in spoken Chinese. And so that's been very helpful for me. So I wanted to ask if there's something like that you've used in English that's like a listen and repeat type thing. And I've made a few videos like that, but I think, I'm curious because that's something that has been very helpful for me it was helpful when I was learning Portuguese, and it's been very helpful as I've learned Chinese to learn full phrases instead of just words here and there or directly translating from English to Chinese. So anyway, that's just something I've been thinking of as I've been trying to improve my language. And so here's the thing. I watch my girl, who she is now 3.5 years old, and she is listening to her little Yoto player, or like this Tony's thing. Like I'm sitting right next to this, her little Tony's box, or her like Yoto player where you put the cards in and it plays audio and stuff. And I know there are like Chinese versions of these too. And I watch her learn. She learns so many words and so much vocabulary and so many phrases from these stories that she's listening to. And she's listened to them like 100 times each, like so many times. And so I think, yes, younger kids have more aptitude for learning language because the language acquisition device, basically the parts in the brain, right? Like kids' brains are more adept to learning those languages. Kids' brains are better at learning languages than adults. But that being said, I feel that repetitive listening and then like that shadowing or listen and repeat, like I mentioned earlier, is really helpful. And so I've started to listen to those audio books, listen and repeat, just over and over and over again. And it's helpful because those phrases stick with you, and then you start to learn things that you don't just learn them once, but they really sink in to the point where you don't have to think about it as much. And so the next time you want to say that phrase, your response time is so much shorter because you can just say that thing directly. And instead of thinking, how would I say that in English? Like, boom, it just comes to you right away. And so that's what I'm experiencing in Chinese with a few of these phrases. Now, I have a long way to go, like I'm still like, I still feel like a beginner in Chinese, and my daughter is learning like so much faster than I am, and she's already, surpassed my level. But I know that, like learning a language is a long-term goal, and it's more about the the process and the consistency and continuing to show up every day and put in a little bit of time, put in a few minutes of effort every day. And that starts to make a big difference. And I told you in some of these other videos, like I'm starting to read like all my girls like kids books, and I'm learning how to read the characters that I never thought I would be able to read Chinese. I thought if I can just learn how to speak, like that's all I need to know. And then then I need to speak. I need to know how to like listen and understand, but I'll probably never be able to like read Chinese, and definitely like never write it. But who knows? Maybe after I learn how to read a little bit more and my speaking gets better. I do love calligraphy and all the Chinese calligraphy, and I would love to write some Chinese, maybe just a few characters. But anyway, my point is the learning is a process, and that it's a journey, and you continue to improve one step at a time. And yeah, I wanted to just mention to you that like this listen and repeat, listening over and over and over and over and over again, and then repeating those phrases, the benefit is, the listen and repeat, I actually have to say it out loud. And then I'm learning full phrases, which I really like, and it seems to be more solidified in my mind because of the repetition and the shadowing that's all combined like in that style of learning. And so this is just a bunch of my thoughts kind of at random. I'm just talking to you like you're sitting here across from me on my living room floor, and welcome to my home. And I hope that as you are continuing to improve your English, that you're finding ways that work for you and things that are helpful for you. And gosh, I have like 20 apps that I've been through on my phone of like learning Chinese, and some are better than others, but also there are some apps that work specifically for me and they might not work for another person. Just yesterday I went to one of our favorite doctors in a city where we used to live. We were driving up there, and because we were in town, I thought, we can stop by and get some acupuncture, because I hit my in English we call this your funny bone. I hit my funny bone. It's that nerve right here under your elbow. When you kind of move your fingers there, you get a little tingly sensation down your fingers, because it's a nerve that runs from up here all the way down your arm and then into those two fingers. And that feeling you get, that tingly feeling you get when you hit that nerve. Well, it's called the ulnar nerve. The ulnar nerve. And anyway, I hit that really hard the other day. I banged it up. And then every day after that, for like the past 2 weeks, my hand has been tingly, and it hurts, and I don't have a good range of motion. Anyway, so we went into this acupuncture doctor, an old friend of ours, and I called the office and said, hey, we're in town right now. Is there any chance that I can do a walk-in appointment? Are you taking any walk-ins today, or were there any cancellations that I could slip in today in just a few hours? Could I slip into the schedule? And they said, yeah, we had one appointment cancel at 3 p.m. so you could come in. And anyway, so I went in there, and he didn't have any rooms available, and so he put me in the waiting room and said, you know what, I'm not going to charge you for the acupuncture. I'll just put the needles in right here in the waiting room, because if I if I'm going to charge you, then I want to put you in a comfortable chair. But because, I can't put you in a chair because I don't have any rooms available, then, I just won't charge you today. And that was awesome. And he helped, he grabbed my arm and pulled and twisted and did some physical therapy before he did the acupuncture, which was super helpful. And then I got those needles in me for about 50 minutes, which was amazing, and got some Chinese herbs to help with the recovery after that. And anyway, that was just a really long story to tell you that he recommended an app for me to learn Chinese, and I saw it, and it's good, and it's fine. I haven't tried it out personally yet, but when I looked at it, I thought, I don't know if that's just the right app for me. And so my point is, some things work for some people and other things work for other people. So find the method and the style and the system that works for you learning your language. And that's the best way for you to learn. But anyway, gosh, what a good doctor. Like, he didn't charge me for that acupuncture, and took real good care of me, even though I didn't have a scheduled appointment. And yeah, there's a bunch of like bad news and horrible things that are happening in the US right now, but you know what? There are some really good people here too. And I really appreciate that good doctor, the friendship that we've built over the years, and that he was able to take me in last minute, walk-in appointment, and I was able to slip in his schedule. This is all like, spoken English that we say. And he took good care of me, and I appreciate that. And we had a great drive up there. There was beautiful snow in the mountains and a great view. And anyway, yeah, it was a wonderful day. So I hope this has been helpful for you just to talk and listen. And I imagine, like I said, you're sitting there right across from me. We're having a little chit chat and catching up. And if you would like to practice your spoken English, then be brave and send a video here in the group chat, or even just audio of you speaking. You can practice your spoken English talking about your day, or telling a story, or sharing something, even if it's just 10 seconds or 30 seconds or something like that. So I encourage you to challenge yourself. And even if you don't share here in this group, you can just record on your phone and practice with yourself. And anyway, yeah, I hope you're having a great day, and we'll catch you on the next one.